How's it going, guys? It's Friday, April 18th, and I got you this week's freshwater video. No real central theme to this week's video, more of a hodgepodge of cool freshwater fish we have, because we have a lot of freshwater fishing right now. So let's get right into it. Starting us off this week, hanging out in here with those beautiful cardinal tetras, we have these fascinating little guys. These very pretty little red tetras you see here are strawberry tetras, a well-earned name for their beautiful pinkish red strawberry color. And what makes them so interesting and unique is they exist in a single oxbow lake in the wild. So they are only found in one very small area, making them quite a rare and unique species. Absolutely love it. And hanging out in here with them, we have the beautiful golden dwarf cichlids and some apistogrammas. When you see them side by side, you can kind of understand my comparison between golden dwarf cichlids and apistogrammas. They are very similar looking despite not being super closely related. Very awesome fish either way. Love to see it. And for our next stop of the week, I hope you're in a citrusy mood because we have the beautiful orange lemon tetra. A gorgeous variety of lemon tetra that gives them those beautiful bright orange fins. Very, very pretty. Absolutely love them. And hanging out here with them, we have both the Whammy and beautiful red rainbows. You can see that's actually a pair of red rainbows right there. The golden female on top and the beautiful iridescent red male on bottom. Really, really cool stuff. Love to see it. Up next this week is another pair of personal favorites of mine. Starting us off on the left with the beautiful big Singapore bamboo shrimp. One of the largest freshwater shrimp species you commonly find in the trade. Generally second only to the other fan filter feeding shrimp, the vampire shrimp. They're a beautiful, peaceful, harmless species of shrimp, really fun to have around. And now, hogging up the limelight and the focus of the camera for a second there, was our next fish of the week in the beautiful, captive bred, tank-raised Siamese algae eaters. Really, really awesome algae eating species. Unlike a lot of other algae eating species, which tend to have a lot of issues as they grow older, these guys remain very peaceful and eat algae throughout their lives. Very, very awesome fish. Absolutely love them. I definitely have much more of a love for Danos and other fast-moving small fish like these guys, maybe more so than many other folk. But that's not going to stop me from talking about them. I absolutely love the little guys. And these little guys in particular are the gorgeous fire ring Danos. It's like you took kind of the zebra Dano body with the leopard Dano colors and gave it a splash of some really pretty iridescence and amazingly tight schooling behavior, and there you have the fire ring Dano. Really awesome small Dano species I absolutely love. Another cool addition we have in this week is a handful of some absolutely gorgeous half-moon candy beta females. It's almost hard to believe that some of these are females with how pretty they are, but yeah, it's just a big old sorority group of girls. Absolutely stunning looking females. Love to see it. And next up in the week, in the kind of, not necessarily a tetra, but gives me tetra vibes, we have the beautiful platinum hatchet fish. An interesting, charismatic, albeit little weird, and pretty topwater dwelling fish. So not only are they great for filling up an area of the water column that not many other fish go into, but they're also just really cool in their own right, even if you weren't just trying to fill up the top of the water column. Really awesome fish. Absolutely love them. One of the nicer looking varieties of hatchet fish. And up next this week, we have an absolutely awesome triple whammy on us. Starting us off with a beautiful blue boreal apisto. Absolutely love them, little apistogramma borellii. And diving right into the next up is the gorgeous wild rummy nose tetras. Very, very beautiful variety of rummy nose. And finally, to wrap us up for this tank, we have a whole lot of gorgeous little panda cories. One of my favorite of all the cory species, and cories in general are some of my favorite fish. Really awesome. Love to see it. Any excuse I have to talk about Hillstream Loes is a good excuse to me. I absolutely love these little guys. The little algae-eating stingrays. Not actually stingrays, as the name implies. They are a type of loach, but they kind of, give off stingray vibes. Pretty neat little fish. Absolutely love them. Closest thing you're going to get to owning a stingray in Florida, I'd tell you that much. At least a freshwater one. And hanging out in there with them, one of my favorite Apistogramma species, the beautiful little panda Apistos. And as you see, swimming up amongst them, the gorgeous little spot fin rainbows. One of the smallest of all the rainbows, even smaller than the blue-eyed forktail rainbows. Really, really cool. They actually also have the same blue eye that the blue-eyed forktails have. And these beautiful little spots in their fins. Cool little guys. Absolutely love them. But that looks go. Oh, hello. And up next this week, following the same category as the Hatchet fish in the gives off Tetra vibes, but isn't really a Tetra, we have the pencil fish. It's almost a shame I don't get to talk about pencil fish more often, because I actually quite love pencil fish, and I used to have a pencil fish specific tank at home. Really cool little guys. Most species stay really nice and small. They have full of personality, nice color to them. Lots of them, especially this particular species, the Beckfords, get that really nice red throughout the back half of the body, and the males. Really awesome fish. Absolutely love them. Always happy to see. And hanging out in there with them, another cool one. One of my favorite cory cats as well, like the pandas, is the stir-by cory. Really beautiful cory cats. Absolutely love them. And finally, a little fire eel. Nice, cute little one. Awesome to see. It is kind of funny because I said no theme this week and then inadvertently kind of made the theme small schooling fish. But that just happened. That wasn't planned. But next up on the list this week is the beautiful neon Dwarf Rasbora. Neon green Dwarf Rasbora, I should specify. Although that kind of speaks for itself because these guys are fluorescent green. Very cool. Really, another really awesome small fish. Stays nice and small. Great schoolers. Awesome for planted or nano tanks. Really cool to have around. And hanging out in there with them, a bunch of little tiny wild Cardinal Tetras. Very awesome to see. And a couple of those adorable little red-tailed squirrel loaches. It's like the best they've ever sat still for me, and it's not even their week. How dare they? Before I round out this video, I did want to stop by the plant section and let you all know we have tons of really nice plants in right now. Lots of different grasses and anubiases and crypts and Monte Carlos, and tons of nice big swords and listarias. We're in the middle of revamping the plant section, and we've already kind of got the ball rolling with a handful of some really nice plants. I don't actually intend to end on the Discus. I actually didn't intend to feature them at all this week, but I think I featured them last week. But I actually did want to kind of pop in and show you guys. I always like showing off cool stuff. Actually laid a few more eggs. Totally different group of Discus than the last ones that laid eggs. But always a neat behavior to see, and always goes to show you a bunch of happy, healthy Discus. Really neat stuff. Love to see it. And for the final stop of the week, I figured I'd come over by the African cichlid tank and show you guys how it's been looking since it got set up. Especially since it's looking extra crispy this weekend. Beautiful looking, nice, clear, clean water. And of course, we got a handful of awesome species like the yellow lab, the jewel cichlid, the little venustus, one of my favorites, the little scephales, or snow white scephales. Aratus probably is my favorite. I love Aratus. And these unassuming little guys are actually baby friar eye, the Haplochromis friar eye. Those turn into some really cool looking adults. Absolutely awesome stuff. Lots of variety of beautiful African cichlids. Alrighty guys, that's going to do it for this week's video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and any of our newer local customers looking for anything cool or interesting, like a beautiful macaw cichlid, feel free to email us at contact@exoticaquatic.com. We'd love to see if we can get in for you. Till next time.